Afternoon, y'all. Afternoon. So, little life update. So, I've got a tag for Colorado elk this year. So, preparing for that, doing all the workouts, trying to get some shooting in, and trying to get physically fit. That has been a struggle. I've never been a guy that go to the gym, but I'm actually enjoying it and loving it. So, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're probably gonna go at some point and go scout out some areas that we're looking at. So that'll be even better. I've only been to Colorado once in my life, and didn't stay long. I was only there for about a weekend and was on the motorcycle. So right now we're out here at 65, I wanna say, 66. Yeah. Yep, 66 yards. So I want to try and be lethal out to at least 60, 70 yards. So that'll be fun. Kind of always shot to that distance for fun, never to be lethal or anything like that. I'm in the process of getting another target, just so I can shoot broadheads at it and really start broadhead tuning. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and apologize for the mic. I just got these in, not real sure what I'm doing wrong or the settings. So it may sound a little echoey. But yeah, we'll get into it. Like I said, we're out here at 66 yards, and never forget to set your sight dummy. So we'll get her down there. 66, okay. And then I'll try to get some shots of the arrow flight, because I know everybody likes that. And we are using lighted nocks. And I am using the Kamikazes, I believe is what they're called, from Amazon. I kind of like them. They fit pretty good. They fit an arrow nice and tight. And what I do like the most is it's got this little on-off switch. Kind of nice. I like that a lot more. Halos are nice. Nocturnals are nice. Halos are kind of too stiff for my serving. So I didn't really want to have to reserve the bow for that. So I just found some other nocks that would work out well for it. But here we go. If you guys want, you can comment down in the comments on how shitty of a shot I am, or whatever you want. And we are using Boutique wraps on there. Fantastic guy. Fantastic. If you guys have not had a chance to check out his products, go check him out. Fantastic. We are using a RIP TKO 300 spine and the new Tack Driver high profiles. I fletched them with the AAE Micro Mini Fletch, I think is what it's called. It's probably a little too much helical for some people. I might tear these apart and refletch them with a little less helical, but we'll see. So far, so good. And what we're shooting is a Stan Onyx thumb barrel. And then we are shooting it out of a Mathews V3X 33 with a Excel landslide bar and a UV scope. And I did take the light out of the UV because in Colorado, you can't have any electronics on your bow other than lighted nocks and a camera apparently. But the light cannot be on your camera. So I will definitely take my phone, maybe my camera, try and get some cool shots while I'm there. Just kind of document my journey and my first time elk hunting. Not really expecting a whole lot out of it, but Definitely want to have some fun. So far, so good. Got one that's high, which was me, and the other two are right next to each other. But yeah, I'm planning on doing a gear dump video here in the next couple days of everything that I'm going to be taking to Colorado. Everything from what's in my bag to the clothes I'll be wearing. So, and then what food I'm going to take, things like that. I'd like to get you guys' input as well on other things that maybe I should look at or ideas that work best. So we'll go from there on that. But something I find interesting is elk hunting is a lot like whitetail hunting, I think, as far as the drive, the passion for it. Because I absolutely love whitetail hunting. I think it's probably one of the most wildest things you can do because whitetails do some crazy, crazy things during the rut. And just all fall long, they do some wild stuff. So I definitely want to try and take some of that knowledge that I have and maybe place it into elk hunting as well. Not sure if that's necessarily the right way of doing it, but we'll see. So, yeah. Let me go pull these and I'll be right back. So I just went and pulled these. So some of the other things that I found kind of interesting on elk is just how much information is out there and how much you actually have to weed through to figure out what's good information, what's bad. So definitely taking a little bit of it and with a grain of salt and just trying to apply what I know about elk and about animals. So yeah, but on other news, I got a notification that I've got some camo coming. Kind of excited, some new stuff. Not a new brand, heaven forbid that, but new product from the brand. If you guys have seen any of my videos, you know I wear Scree. Absolutely love that product. Lifetime warranty. You get a rip, a tear, a zipper blows out, whatever. You contact them, you send it in, they'll fix it or bring you a new pair. Can't beat that, right? So yeah, I've got some new Scree gear coming and I'll go through that. I'll do an unboxing, I think. Let me know down in the comments if you guys want to see an unboxing of it. It's nothing wild, just a couple things. And then, yeah, we'll do that. If you guys want me to do that, put it in the comments, let me know, and we'll go over it. If not, cool, that works too. I'm gonna probably do it anyways, like it or not. But I'm gonna flip this around and I will do some Aeroflight. So yeah, we're about 66 yards. The arrow is probably gonna come flying right by the phone. So hopefully I don't hit it. That would be bad, real bad. I mean, I am in need of a new phone, so Could be a bonus. Could not. So yeah. That one hit a little low. Pretty sure it popped out of my anchor a little bit. Or at least out of my peep. Both hitting the same spot. It must not have been too low. And I don't know if you guys can see it on film or not, but hopefully you can. That's better. So yeah. We'll do a couple more here. So far, I'm kind of liking the Aeroflight and where they're landing. So my sight tape is on. And all I'm using is the metal sight tapes that come with the Excel landslide. Not using a app or anything like that for the sight tape. I probably should. I do have a friend of mine who does have a lab radar, so I might try that. Might try that. All just a touch low. Okay. Here we go. There we go. All right. Like I said, hopefully you guys can see the Aeroflight in there. I'll try and edit it the best I can so you guys can see that. You definitely see the shimmer of them lighted nocks from here. From here, they look fantastic off camera. So yeah, like I said, thought it was a little low. I was actually at 67, so it's hitting about a yard low. Not bad though. I mean, that would be still pretty good, I think. And the broadheads we're going to be using this year for elk are going to be the Grim Reaper Micro Hades Pro. Probably in a 4-blade and 125 for sure. That's what I've got right now on field points is 125 with a 50 grain insert on it. So it will be like 175 on the front. So that's pretty nice. That'll put a nice punch on an elk. I should be able to punch their ribs, whatever I want. Yeah, and if you guys are looking for some strings, go down to Kansas Archer Center, go check out the electric bow strings. Absolutely love them. I have them on my hunting bow and both my target bows. Fantastic strings, no issues with them. And they don't stretch. I've not had any stretch out of any of them. He usually stretches them out to 400 PSI overnight. So all the stretch is gone. And they just look fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I chose to use white for my hunting bow, like I do even on my target bow. Just because I know with some of the dyes and pigments and things like that go into it, and the waxes that are in it causes a lot of the stretch. This is all natural coloring, so it's not going to stretch in the heat or the cold like other strings would. Been running them for a couple years now and love them. I think on this bow particularly, this is my first bow that I've ever bought. I think I had them on there for 4 years. No issues, none at all. So, but it was time. Especially with this. Definitely want new strings. And I'll probably have my bow gone through about a month before I decide to leave for Colorado. So yeah, I definitely want to get the bearings checked out, things like that. If they need to be replaced, we're going to just replace them. So I would love to have an arc, but not right now. They're not too terribly priced. They're like $1,600 for 34. I can live with that. I could live with that. I could sell one bow or trade one. So if anybody's in the market for a 38 Gen 1 title and want to trade, let me know. Might be down for it. Might be down. Wasn't centered up with my peep. I went hit just a touch low. But yeah. Anyways, well, I'm going to keep doing this. Remember, guys, keep shooting, stay safe. Remember, always stay hunting. See you, catch you on the next one.